Welcome back to Mars, ladies and gentlemen. I am Yozril, and things are, well, they could be going better. In particular, I have a slight problem with a machine parts shortage, so just as soon as we get the machine parts down, the water plants will come back online, yay, and then I need to figure out a way of getting the water shortage solved, although that should do itself automatically. I also need to get more power plants built, which, okay, these guys are working on it, but again, that needs machine plants. They're chucking away, and that will hopefully mitigate things a little, but I've got deep water extraction coming up to let me use the deep water deposits. Then nuclear fusion. Once I get that built, okay, I'm going to have to build another dome to do it, because, well, it's a ridiculous number of workers per shift. 8 per. Yeah, that's a bit steep. I'm going to need an entire dome just to run that. Of course, putting in a dome and then stacking it up with extra farms wouldn't be a bad idea. I can also probably juggle the work shifts around a bit, and in particular take that one off morning production, because that's when I tend to drain the most power. And we'll do the same here, kick the work shifts across. Does mean putting workers onto night shifts, of course, which isn't great for their sanity. I also need bigger domes and just more of everything, really, because the Beyond Earth initiative wants some more materials for Aldrin Base. Okay, fair enough. I have production running overtime in the entire electronics grid. In particular, all 3 shifts online, and also all 3 shifts online and working overtime here. Thankfully, there is no shortage of bodies in those at the moment. Well, actually, there is a shortage of bodies, but at least everyone's got jobs. And nobody's homeless. And everything is good. The colony is reasonably comfortable. Alright, let's kick in this rocket so it can start loading up. The water plant... Where's that transport gone? Okay, it's loaded up. Let's get it across and unloaded there. Which should, get the water production back online. And then I need to think about, well, finish the research for the fusion project once I've done the deep water. I could outsource, actually. That's probably a good idea. Drop another 2 billion on research. Just keep that going for a bit. And think about another dome as well. The other thing I want to try and investigate is this, for want of a better term, the Alpha Site. I mean, it's pretty good for water, metal, rare metal, even more metal, in fact. So that will be a good setup, and it's got its own water deposit. Problem is, the nearest concrete deposits are in the next sector across, and well, that's going to be problematic for building and maintaining a dome, because you need concrete. In fact, one of the reasons I have Earthsick colonists up here at the moment is because I ran out of concrete. A couple of my old extractors went dry, and well, fun did not ensue. Specifically, fun did not ensue because I was, kind of stuck. However, get him into the electronics factory. Anyone else homeless? One dome. Okay, it's the youths that are moving out. Okay, right, this is worth checking out. Sector C7. Charlie, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, lots of concrete. Plenty of rare metal and metal, but no water supply. Well, that's probably easier to fill than it is down here. Concrete you don't have to move Concrete you have to move locally. Water you can pipe across, and even use a tunnel to get across as well. So Charlie 7 has just become a potential alpha site. Downgrade that to beta. Okay, meteor storm just landed, and by the looks of it, wiped out one rather handy little resource node, but it could be useful. Might send the exploration rover to check that out, actually. In fact, you know what? Get the rover out there, have it go and check out that science node, then explore these 3 as well. Get some use done. They'll start loading up polymers, machine parts, and electronics. The water pumps are back online, so that's all to the good. And next concern, I think...
Research complete.
Woohoo, deep water extraction is online. Okay, dome is fully inhabited. What's their comfort level doing here? Shopping, social, relaxation, playing. Okay, let's put another garden in to keep these guys happy. Garden, dome services, there we are. Stone garden. Sorted. That will hopefully keep things a bit better there. And power is back online here. Why are these malfunctioned? Metal. Okay. Check 1 and check
Anomaly
2.
analyzed.
Okay, good. We have the anomaly analysed. Battery is still good for these, I think, so let's trundle it down. Need to watch that, actually. If the drone runs out of power in the wrong place, that could be awkward. Okay, tunnel's fine there. Hooking up to the rest of the infrastructure. Should probably build another housing section. Could just go for standard living quarters. Bit too high on the population density though. Well, a bit too low on the population density, a bit too high on the space. Bring in another 12 colonists and just get them running the farm and the factory. Let's do that. Life support. The other option, of course, is to put in fungal farms, which are out-dome buildings and don't need dome space. But again, would need... Actually, that will work. If I put in a single farm there, 25 work slots, 1 home is 25 over 24. Well, they'll get that built and that'll solve the 25 over 24 homeless problem. Then put the rest into the electronics factory, keep production going there. The other thing I'm going to do is take advantage of one of the tech advantages I've got, which is to use factory AI, boost production another 20%. Does need electronics, but could be worse. Anomaly. How much battery have you got? Yeah, you're good for 1 more. Check that, then get yourself back over. And then I need to think about building another dome to run the fusion plant and keep everything going in that regard. Resources, slight power surplus, and water surplus. Running a slight shortage. Probably because of this farm. Okay, that's relatively easily solved. Get me a water extractor.
We have received grave news.
Oh dear.
It seems Reed Goddenberry has fallen ill and doesn't have much time left.
I am at a loss for words. I am also at a loss for polymers, electronics, machine parts, fuel, metals, food, rare metals, and in fact everything else. Water extractor. Okay. Plug it in. Hook it up. In particular, get the piping in. Sorted and... Good. Okay, so that cheapens all the research on the text. That's worth having. Okay, done, and then get the drone back to do a recharge. Whether it's actually got enough battery power to get back is open to speculation. Okay, living quarters up, electronics up. Homeless colonists. Why is this a problem? 1 homeless colonist. Congratulations, my friend. You have new accommodation. And we'll also get you to work in the electronics factory as well. Of course, running the electronics plants full whack does mean that I'm going to run through my rare metal reserves. That's about just over half depleted. There is this coming up, 2,200. Get that going, but I'll probably have to rejig. I'll have to rejig a bit of this so I can access. That's problematic. Scans are still working. Again, Alpha Site long-term solution, but to the metal and rare metal problem, but not a short-term one.
Sector scan. Also,
I need to invest in a shuttle hub, but at the moment everything's going on, and the Earthsick colonists are just, well, getting on with life normally. It's down to 4 though, so that's good. They're generally deciding to stay on Mars. Helps that they don't actually have a way off Mars, really. Okay. There's also that rare metal deposit which I can extract as well. And it would actually be easier to get to, but it means... Oh dear, fractured dome. Oops. Main dome is fractured and losing oxygen. Fine, so prioritise that for repairs. That's fine. Check this dome, 32 out of 38. 26 vacant work slots, mostly thanks to running the entire place fully whacked up. Okay, also need to change the crops of this. So it's growing 1 of wheat, 1 of clover, and then 1 of potatoes to take advantage of the extra soil from the clover, in theory. Okay, so they're busy. Also need to check the crop rotations on these. Wheat, clover, potato, wheat, clover, potatoes. Yep, all those lessons about the 3 and 4 field rotation systems of pre-industrial Britain came in handy, and these guys are busy at it as well, although soil quality 100%. I do need to maybe get a second dome in. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Get a second dome in at close proximity here. That way they can make the commute and work on the farms, which will hopefully boost the food output. I'll also have enough colonists to run the rare metal extractor in a few hours, days, or sols time, whichever way you want to measure it. And in particular, I can also run a fusion plant. And maybe they can take off from each other's services. Oh dear. Okay, handy. Right. Okay. View. Stressed out. Okay, well, you have a residence, that's fine. Not employed. There is an infirmary there, but okay, let's put that up 24/7, and that's fine as well. So all sorted. Why is Moxie broken? Because it needs metal. There we go, Moxie being fixed. Better. Okay. Right. Rocket is still loading. They just need more polymer. Electronics production is coming up, but metal's turning into something of an issue. Okay, grab the transport. Let's go scavenging. Admittedly, this is not a permanent solution by any means, but yeah, it has its uses. And the drone. Yay, the drone made it back and recharged. Perfect. So let's get that out, have a look at this last exploration node. And once that's done, it should be nice and happy. Why are you not plugged in? I thought I had that properly wired up. Okay. Maybe the drones just haven't... Oh, the drones have got no metal. That's why they haven't wired it in. Transport. Change your plan. Get over here. Away they go. Yoink. And cable and yoink. Right, water shortage temporarily resolved. Also fix the pipe leak. Drop that down.
Resources are low.
Yeah. Integrated drone networking would be so helpful in this game. For the moment, however, I'm just going to set up a transport route to keep that loaded and stocked up there. It'll keep him happy for a bit without having to actually solve my mining problem.
Research complete. Okay,
deep metal extraction is online, so hey, we can now extract both of these deposits.
Anomaly analyzed.
Oh, and cheaper techs all around. Yay! Right, so Home Collective will help me upgrade there. Biome Engineering increases farm comfort. In fact, let's swap those. Dome Bioscaping, cheap but gives basic domes a boost. And similarity, I'm going to try and set a research drive through the engineering tree for the next wee while, just so, I can theoretically, hopefully get a bigger dome. Although I also need to look at jet propulsion and shuttle speed. Okay, set that little lot up and close there.
Resources are low.
Still 3 Earthsick colonists, but I can live with that. Right, metal research and resources coming in from basically the surface mining operation here. Let's get this next dome underway. So, I want to put a dome in. I want to put a dome in approximately here, should do. That should be close enough for the commute, shouldn't it? In fact, there should be even better. Okay, so set up cable.
Sector scanned.
And set up piping. Pipes. And connect 1, 2. Okay, pipe grid installed. Setup installed. Construction site is being cleared of debris, and then they'll start assembling materials. I need 20 metals and 10 polymers for that, however, which I'm going to need to bring up by transport again. Well, how much have they got here? 30 metals stashed. Like I say, this kind of surface mining is very good in a pinch. Just let it load up, and also have it load up there. Yeah, it'll basically pull up that entire scattered metal deposit. The water production's online at the moment. How am I for oxygen? That's a thought. Surplus of 3 at the moment with 150 in storage. Okay, that's not too bad. Moxie's just about coping. Food is still an issue, but I get more people into farm production. That will help considerably, for which I need more residences here. I still need polymers,
Research
though.
complete.
Okay, bioengineering online. Yay, happy, happy, happy. Right, that is going as fast as it's going to go. Fuel production, I am draining slightly. Let's bring in the second refinery, but switch it onto a 2-shift system. So they're both draining during the night cycle and the afternoon cycle, but they're not draining during the morning, which is when most of the factories are online, in theory. And in fact, I still have
Resources
a
are low.
power surplus during the night, which is good because it's letting me recharge the battery. I could maybe stick another battery in and improve my surplus, but the ultimate goal of this course is to get a fusion plant in, so I don't have to worry at all. Rig that extractor for salvage since it's done its job. There we go, and dismantle. Okay, extractors up here are nicely working away. 20 production per day, that's fine. Still got a power surplus in day cycle, so can I do something about this power surplus in the line? Also, 3 unemployed and homeless. Why is that suddenly an issue? Homeless colonists. Well, you, my friend, are going to get something fairly shortly once we get this next dome and its residences up, so I'm not going to move you immediately. This dome, 39 over 38. Yeah, that's annoying. Already have a homelessness problem here. And for all that, still only got minimum failures because they're all working in the service buildings, aren't they? Great. Okay, well, let's put a night single shift there. Lock it down to 1, 1 and 1. Diner, night shift, but lock them down. Again, 1, 1 and 1. And the grocer can hold that for the moment. Okay, stone gun fully operational. Comfort set, moderate. Relaxation service buildings are full. Annoying. Okay, polymer construction almost done, so that rocket's about ready to launch. It'll do so automatically, and I can prioritise the dome, which reminds me, let's bring up the transport and drop off the metals there. Transferring resources. Okay, so a few more scans for the remote scanners. Fuel reserves are coming back up. Should be producing 13k. It is at least in balance in the last sol, but the majority of that production is happening during the night cycle. Okay, 160, 134 again. It's a question of having the right people in the right place. The problem is needing to run all these service buildings to keep everybody happy. This is where I need a bigger dome. Or better yet, better support facilities. More efficient support facilities, I think is the better way to put it. Unemployed colonist. Why are you unemployed? Okay, dome bioscaping is happy, so the domes should all be that little bit more comfortable now. Yay for basic domes. Maybe. Alright, transport's dropped off the metal, so it's just a question of polymer now. Well, I can go and get some, I suppose. Do I have any polymer? No, in fact the little guys are getting it anyway. The real problem is that right now, of course, well, the rocket's almost done, so once that's out of the way, then the polymers should start coming across to the dome without any problem. Rare metal extraction. That's the next priority, I think. Start trying to get something up for export.
Sector scanned.
Oh, no resources in B8, that's annoying. Then you think about building a shuttle hub, just in prep for the Alpha site. And also to see if I can set up automated trade routes between the various nodes on the colonies. Gene adaptation, yes please. Martian-born adaptability, graduate faster, high chance to gain perks. And the medical centre, large capacity, more effective than the infirmary. That's worth checking out as well. Micrograph medicine. Once we've got sustainable architecture done, then hopefully, I can get a bigger and better dome online. But right now I need to make do with the basic one, and
needs more
yes, you need more stuff. Fine, okay, well, let's go with Port Vesta, because I can at least run a decent surplus of electronics at the moment, and in fact I'll be able to just fill that straight up when it gets here. And also takes the strain off the polymer facility for the moment. I should probably try and pull the colonists off overtime for a bit though. Let's scale their workloads back. Okay. Workload production should be completely scaled back. And we can scale back everyone else as well. Just to make sure the colonists don't crack and do anything unpleasant, not very nice, awkward, homicidal, Martiancidal, Martocidal? Not sure. Anyhow, polymers, come on polymers, come on little guys, get it, get jiggy. The polymer factory, yes, that's staying on full overtime. Why do you ask? Okay, transport. Also, let's bring the Explorer drone back. Get that charged up. Got nothing else for it to do at the moment, so we can just sit there and suckle power. Okay. Transport, move down. Oh, there we are. Load polymer. Never mind, it loaded all the half ute of polymer that the drone had already grabbed. So let's... Turns out the little guys are doing a better job of grabbing it than I am. Fine, drop that off. And that's that done. Metal production is recovering now, we're not being drained for everything else. Wait, where are you going with that polymer? Hey! You! What are you doing nicking my... drones? 6.5 out of 10. Well, they're getting somewhere, I think. I'll leave them to it. Better yet, get that drone on a mining spree. Also bring in the Eldrin base rocket. No, Port Vesta rocket rather. Okay, transport. Set up a route from
Research
there
complete.
to the Universal Depot. at least get some more metal into the economy. Research complete on sustainable architecture. Woohoo! New dome. Right. Okay. We'll do the basics of CO2 jet propulsion first. Then we'll put in the low G engineering. Then we'll put in... What to go for? Yeah, let's go for gene adaptation and micrograv medicine, and then put Martian aerodynamics back down the priority list. Okay, should be good. A couple of sols on all of that. And, well, they're getting there slowly. I should probably put in another polymer factory as well. This one is really not keeping up, despite being run almost as hard as it'll go. Unemployed colonist, why? Why are you unemployed? Why? Because you're new to the workforce is why. Okay, full up, and full up. Yay, I appear to be a victim of my own success. Well, the new dome's almost ready to go in. Of course, I'll have to put in accommodation first of all. Actually, no. I have got some couple of vacant residential slots here, so find a unemployed colonist. Workplace, Martian University. Alright, he was just juggling around. Okay, homeless colonist. He's a child, and therefore outside the workforce. And that deposit is done, so scrap that, salvage it down. Okay, dome is under construction. Once they get that built, we should be in a slightly better position. I still need to think about long-range travel. Of course, there is still the business of the Alpha site. Once we get... Well, the fusion plant's a lower priority now, simply because I've solved the power problem by juggling the work schedules of the colonists, but now food is turning into an issue. So, dome online. Let's get another apartment building in. Houses. Homes, education, research, apartment block. Done. Okay, set up on that. Unfortunately, that also requires polymers. Wow, ton of water. And also an anomaly to investigate, so off you go, little recon drone. Also note to self, water extractors there would solve the entire colony's water problem for quite some time. Also transport, what are you doing? Not very much, fine. Go and raid this surface metal deposit. Right, come, load up, load resource, and deposit it. There will do. I'll keep you busy for a bit, keep the colony supplied a bit more. Electronics for the Science Institute, but it is under tasking for repair. Almost got the apartment block built. How are the concrete extractors doing? Pretty well, but let's tidy up some of the excess waste rock. Yank and storage. There we go. Dumping sites. Plonk. There and there. And there. Or maybe not. Never mind. Two will do for a bit. Need to finish that dome. And need to consider putting in... I could just put in a cheap housing operation. Living quarters just need concrete, which will give me another 36 population capacity. And as I noted, hopefully allow me to start running these farms at greater efficiency. Soil quality 90%. They did chuck out a decent amount of food, but story that we're burning rather more than we're producing.
There's
Okay.
more to the barren environs of the
Interplanetary astronomy and smart homes. Well, smart homes sounds like fun. Needs electronics. Okay, well, smart complex, even better. Okay, Alright, once again I'm going to pull aerodynamics off the production line. Gene adaptation will help. Smart homes, given that they don't need polymer, will be a lot more useful, because right now I have got a very good setup that allows me to turn out a lot of electronics, but my polymer production capacity is comparatively limited. So that should work, and they've actually got it all built. So move our homeless colonists. Oh no, that's a child, that's why he's homeless outside the workforce. Do I need to build another nursery? Apparently yes I do. Okay, well, you know what? Polymers and concrete. There we go, get that online. More concrete for them. Mind you, there's actually no, scratch that. There's a nursery up here. Cancel that production line. Homeless kiddies. Homeless kiddies. It's tragic. Away you go. And this is why I need a shuttle, because it can't actually make it across to the... Ah, there was a space in that nursery anyway. Perfect. Note to self, the colonists don't have much air in their tanks. The drones might be able to wander around at will, but they can't. Okay, shuttle hub available and online, which will hopefully help quite a bit. So, infrastructure, shuttle hub, what do I need for this? Polymers! Yay! Why am I not even surprised? Okay. So, colonists 3 out of 3, no unemployment, no vacant workspaces, vacant residential slots are fine. So, grocer, machine parts factory, well let's switch him over to the farm. Moving to doors 1. May need to look at some of the outdome fungal farms. Colonists 3 out of 38, and they need some dome services. Let's get them a lake. Doink! That should keep things happy there for a bit. Okay. Right, so next problem, quite aside from the fact that they're still loading the rocket up on electronics, is putting in a shuttle network. So in this case I think I want to put in one hub here. Actually no, we'll put it here just to speed things up a bit, because it should already have a cable connection. It's nice and close to the depots. Then we'll put in a hub there. Decent. No, there's even better, because it's hopefully easy walking range of 3 or 4 different domes. I hope. Or could go there instead. Yeah, that's a bit better.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
New anomaly to check out. Off you go, little drone. For science.
Resources are low.
Polymers again. Yes, I know. That's because I'm trying to build a ton of the stuff. Speaking of which, what's left on this deposit? 104.2, and fuel is still an issue. Okay, I'm actually going to have to call in a supply rocket. So, food. Let's call in 150 of that, and also call in some polymers. There we go. Launch that. Not really a solution, but it staves off the inevitable until I can figure out how to get these farms running properly. Okay, residents 0 out of 24, colonists. The kiddies are living in the dome. That would be why we have a problem there. Let's get a nursery for them. Dome services. Oh good, first shuttle pod is built. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. Yes, I know he can't do that. Residential, nursery, Pop that in there, give them somewhere specialised. Actually, no, 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 no. You. Get all the little kiddies across to the nursery, which is where they're meant to be. Maybe I can't do this en masse. Right, well, I'm not sure what the shuttle pod's
Today we
base
received
doing.
news of Reed
Oh dear.
Roddenberry's passing. We are
We are all deeply saddened by this loss. Yeah, I got there before you did. Okay, shuttle is busy. Houses and refuel shuttles. So these are basically long-range drones, aren't they? Okay. Handy guys. And with a bit of luck means that I can start reassigning unemployed colonists to the farms.
Research complete.
Oh right, they do actually stick to their domes. Okay, right, that's an annoyance. So in fact I'm going to be better off demolishing this farm. Like so. Finishing up on smart homes. And then using... Yank, there we are. And then using a single farm in here, and then using fungal farms to run everything else. In fact, fungal farms might actually be more efficient. Okay, life support. Fungal farm. No cable connection. Okay, let's set it in... There, should do. And also put in the piping. There we are. Done. Right, so once they get that farm online, we'll see if that solves the whole... see if that helps with the food problem, and also the should only really have one farm per dome for maximum efficiency, at least on the workforce. But at least these guys are spread out a bit more usefully now. What did I just agree to? Oh good, the Port Vesta trade rocket. Well, that's more electronics. Okay, fine. Could be worse. Port Vesta project has advanced. Shame about Reed, but he was an inspiration for us all. Even if the man did occasionally have trouble writing a decent script. Okay. Right, still need to get the colonists on stream here. So let's get some homeless colonists in here. Yeah, they can only work in their own dome. That's a annoyance. Bring in the rocket. That will hopefully stave off the starvation problem for a bit. And once we've got the fungal farm online, then they'll start working out dome instead, and that helps considerably. What? Oh, well, I suppose it solves the whole Earthsick problem. Okay, 5 vacant work slots, 3 homeless. Fine, let's move the remaining homeless bods over to here. Yeah. Took me long enough to work that out, didn't it? And now he's going back to work in the farm. Now I'm really puzzled.
Sector scanned.
Oh well, at least he's commuting properly. And we've almost got the shuttle bay online. Just need more polymer there. Should really get another polymer factory up and running. And then, of course, I also need to get the rare metals going. Again. Okay. Next shuttle hub is almost online. There we go. So yay for that. And okay. Fungal farm coming up as well. Good. Still doesn't solve the whole food problem, but at least we've staved it off for a bit. Wow. 9 production. Okay, this farm had better be worth it. Daily production. Okay, right, it doesn't have to be about crops at all. Hallelujah, it's just consistent food production. How good can you get? Okay. Drop in the electronics rocket, get ready to support that. They're loading up on fuel and unloading the remaining polymers. Cool. My problem might actually be solved. Also drones. The construction of a new shuttle costs 3 electronics, 5 polymers. However, why has that pod got 2 idle shuttles? Don't seem to have a range limit. Look at them go. They're like busy little bees, aren't they? Aww. Okay, do you think about another rare metal extractor? And also a workforce over here. Right, homeless colonists. Yoink. There you go, move to a new dome. And move to a new dome. And moving again, moving again, moving again. Okay, good, right, so that solves the homelessness problem. Doesn't solve my workforce problem still, and they're full of waste rock. Again. Right, storage, dumping ground. Yank. Yank. Yoink. No. Oh, come on. Doesn't want to build a dumping ground anywhere, but... Well, let's just chunk a couple down here. Yes, I know it overlaps a deposit. I can live with that. Okay. Oxygen shortage. 8.3 demand on the production of 8. That will be the farm. I need to get Moxie online. Luckily, that's nice and easy. Life support. Moxie, 5 metals. And just hook her, hopefully, straight into the production grid there with a bit of luck. That may hook straight in, it may not, we'll see. Okay, polymer production is starting to ramp up, electronics production is keeping safe. Mind you, no, that's a lie. Polymer production stores are up because I got everything properly plugged in. Why is this out of power? Cabling, check. Right, there we go. Apparently I hadn't gotten enough cable on that, but there we go. Oh, wait, no, it did have a connection. It just lied to me. The power drain's turning into an issue again. Oxygen surplus, fine. Demand dropped for some reason. Just need to get this generator plugged in as well. There we go. And it's already hooked itself into the life support pipes. Excellent. And we've run out of storage space. Right, let's bring the drone controller... No, I can't bring the drone controller up because the drone controller right now is running support on these guys. Okay, let's instead task... Grab you. Set your drone control to... There we are. The domes, if memory serves, do have a limited ability for drone control. Oh, maybe not. I thought they could control. Oh well, at least if they can get some of this waste rock clear, it'll help. Although the actual problem is that they're full of concrete at the moment. Right.
Research
Also,
complete.
demolish that. Gene adaptation is in. Right, let's see what these new crops can do. Soybeans, quinoa, corn, fruit trees.
We have
Okay, well, let's get
shortage.
corn going on top of that. And and replace the wheat there with
Sector
corn
scanned.
as well.
Anomaly found.
Great yield but grows slowly. 5 souls to grow. Average yield but fast and less water. Fine. Get Kanoya going there. Oh, another anomaly for the drone to check out. Off you go. Battery should be good. Wait, did I miss one? Yes, I did. It's down there. 6, 7, 8, 9. That's set. Okay. Starting to pull up. Do need to think about another rare metals extractor here, though. But we're working in fairly tight confines, so we'll see. Comfort. They need social, playing, more play, right, more play it is. Dome services. There's also the Arcology building, which is basically a spire for massive quantities of people. More point, doesn't take up a triangle space in a dome, so that's kind of handy. Let's just quickly put in 1, 2, 3. And
Vehicle
then
battery low.
Yes, I know it's low. Okay, so that's ready to go. Just need to unload the last of the food. Shuttles are busy at the moment. Hopefully they can shift food over to everything else. Okay, we need to get some more botanists in on that. These guys are no specs at the moment. Okay, but
Anomaly analyzed.
new tech's available. Alright, let's see. Drone hub, compact hangars improves drone hub. We can build the Arcology, which hopefully will then let us move on to bigger and better. The Hanging Gardens greatly improves comforts. Maybe out on Mars, wonderful. Right, let's see. RC rover no longer needs recharging. That's a bit pointless. Right, fueled extractors maybe, or we could just go for Martian born. Basically, start genetically splicing the colonists. Retirement age. Yes, STEM reconstruction. Let's get more life out of the colonists. Yay. And also... that power problem's about to rear its head again. So, let's see about... well, there's the Beyond Earth project. Can be researched many times. Worth a look, I suppose. But for the moment, the lab boys have got plenty to keep them busy for a bit, so close that. And put in another metal extractor here. Production... actually no, rare metals extractor. So that's set up and ready to go as soon as we get it powered. Cable in. Okay, that's that set. And right. What's going to explode next? Homeless colonists. That's because he's a youth. Fine, get him over to the next block. And there we go. And needs a new dome. Fine, get him to the nursery. Sorted. Power's still an issue. Well, that's what the fusion plant is ultimately for, but right now, building that is still very much taking a backseat. Electronic production still ramping up. Polymer production, okay, I'm getting about, what, 5 per soul, maybe 5 and change. Electronic production much higher. Another polymer factory might need to go in, but again, I need workforce to support that. And the concrete issue is also kicking up. Let's get the transport to pick up a load of concrete here. Storage space is full. Storage space is full, right. Is that purely because they're having difficulty getting there, or is it because the drones just aren't moving very much concrete? I think it may just be because the drones just aren't moving very much concrete. 2 shuttles on the works. Can I get some more shuttles built? They seem to be working pretty nicely. Yes, I can. Of course, it does require polymers and electronics, but hey, another shuttle's never a bad thing. Okay, Polymer Factory's still chucking out 11 per. Yeah, definitely need to get another of those built. The question is where to put it. Somewhere over here, but between the rare metals extractor that's also banging away quite happily now. What's my food production doing? 748. 3.7 per. Can't keep them. Can only get one shift out of them, annoyingly. Okay, unemployment is currently 0. Homelessness currently 0. One colonist stressed out. Well, go visit the infirmary, my friend. Or better yet, the sanatorium. Okay, which does leave me with... more apartment space here would help, because then I can have these guys using the outbuildings. And possibly another fungal farm.
Power shortage.
Or possibly a fusion plant, which was, after all, the whole point of this episode, wasn't it? Okay, domes. Smart complex. How far am I from smart homes? 1, 2, 3. 80 concrete, 10 polymer, 5 concrete. The smart homes might be the way to go. Microwave medicine. Alright, let's outsource again. I am running low on cash, but it will boost things up quite considerably. I need to start exporting rare metal. But if I can get better and higher density houses into the domes, then that will help considerably, especially here. In the meantime, let's build another apartment
Research
block.
complete.
There we go. Micrograph medicine complete, so the med centre's done. These guys will get to work pretty rapidly. Hang on a second. How's the water chunk
Sector
doing?
scanned. Anomaly found.
They're doing pretty well. And I also need to check up on the Explorer, get that back to recharge, and then get out to have a look at these sectors and anomalies here. And once we've got the fusion plant online and these colonists in place to run it, then the alpha site should be doing pretty well. Wow, they've actually got... They need a social building, fine. Okay, let's see. Dome services, social. Social. Basically the spacebar. Or the diner. The diner, I think, is more efficient use of the space. There we go. That should help keep them happy. Get the apartment built. And is this ready to go? Yeah, and it's unloading. And it's loading up rare metal as well, so yay for here. Let's hold off amplifying production at the moment. Just put another work shift in. And unemployment. He's still out of work, so let's bring him across to... Yeah, here will do. Homeless people, we have new work for you. Yoink, and across to the apartment. Then get him to work in the metal production as well.
Shortage.
Thank you, I noticed. Okay, so they're turning out metal. That will do pretty well to, well, A, finish unloading the food, and B, load some metals to go back to Earth for export and bring in funding to help pay for more expedited research. So, how are we doing elsewhere? Electronics factory paradoxically needs electronics for maintenance. Well, they'll get to that. Unfortunately, right now, the Vesta trade rocket is consuming everything, but expedite high priority on that. Get it fixed. Homeless colonist. ASA 1 homeless. That's a child is why. Can we get him into the nursery? Yes, we can. Good. 8 out of 8. 75 comfort. Perfect. Kiddies are happy. And new apartment block is online. Right as we finish the smart home research. Terrific. Okay, right. Well, they'll just have to manage with it for a little while longer. Okay, more colonists. More colonists. Nobody's homeless, nobody's unemployed. Geologists, that is at full production until and unless. The farm's going at full whack. In fact, I think just about everything on this second dome is currently at full tilt, unless I bring in a third shift on the rare metals extractor. How's the fungal farm doing? Pretty good as well. 3.7 per day. That's not really matching my consumption needs. I'm going to have to... Is that even generating enough food to feed its own workforce? Seems very questionable, considering that some of the regular farms were bringing in an average of, what, 8 per day? Yeah, 8 per day on potatoes. Quinoa brings in 10 per day. In fact, you know what, let's drop the potatoes to favour the quinoa.
We have a power shortage.
Also do a very low yield. It's the clover that's dropping things down, so good yield grows very slowly. 10 per day on, there we go. And then quinoa, just to keep everything going. So let's get these extra crops on the go. You grow some quinoa, clover replaced with fruit trees. Let's have a look at the other farms as well. So they're almost done with the crop there, so put them on to... Right, so there we go, quinoa there, get rid of the wheat. Considering that requires 2 sols, 14, 7 per, as opposed to 10 per. So wheat just became obsolete. Likewise, clover just went out the field in favour of fruit trees, and... yeah, corn replaces potatoes. Genetic modification, people. Used right, it does a great many things well. Let's also look at the microgreens. Ooh. Vegetables, rice, great yield but slow growing. Good yield but slow growth. Wheatgrass, low yield but grows very fast. But it's still 2 per sol. 3 per sol. Yeah, let's get these guys. Let's get these guys onto kelp. On the hydroponics, and we have some more anomalies to check out as well. Also switch the other hydroponics units onto kelp into the bargain. That should hopefully stave off the food problem. And also switch over to quinoa, fruit trees.
Needs more materials for the completion of its various projects.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, let's focus on Port Vesta. If we can get that mining operation to work, then hopefully we can get some metal imported. Meanwhile, where was I? Oh yes, quinoa, fruit trees. We'll let them... Actually, they've only just started on those potatoes, so let's get them on to... soybeans? No. More quinoa. Just keep chugging it in. Right, well that hopefully, hopefully, takes care of my food problem. The archaeology spire is available. Okay, it's looking pretty good. In fact, you know what? I'm going to build an archaeology here. Not enough power. Don't care, do it anyway. Because once we've done that, and of course start construction on the fusion reactor, which was the whole point of this episode. Could also pop in some cylinders. They produce 10. No, definitely building the fusion reactor. So there should do. And once that's done, 200 power generation. Prioritise that if you don't mind. We'll demolish some of these standard apartment blocks, move everyone into the archaeologies. That frees up space for service buildings, farms, etc. And life is good. Which is usually about the moment that things go horribly, horribly wrong, but we'll just have to wait and see what that's going to be. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, farewell.